Integrity. And integrity is like this, not integrity like good if you got it, bad if you don't. Integrity like if a bike has like, it's, you know, a wheel, say a wheel has 12 spokes. Say one breaks, it only has 11. Well, it'll still run. And you'll think, oh, wow, look, I don't need integrity. I only need 11. And then what happens, and then because it actually doesn't have complete integrity, then one breaks again, now you're down to 10. You're thinking, wow, I guess that, you know, there's no problem here, right? But the truth is, the wheel is out of integrity. It's not working the way it was designed to work. And then what happens is eventually the whole thing collapses, the person dies in an accident, you know, and the issue was that you settled for no integrity when that first, you didn't deal with it. Yeah. And so when you don't deal with making integrity the foundation, without integrity, nothing works. So we're gonna help them restore integrity in their personal lives. It's going to seem like a well-being thing. It's not going to feel in any way like, oh no, they're bringing in this change guy to make me do more work and what pressure, and it's not going to land like that. And that's what's missing. And that's what we're going to work on today. So I don't want to get into all the corporate stuff, but you know, but I just wanted to let you know because it's all tied into, you know, what we're going to be doing with you, which is creating structures of accountability for yourself personally. For now, it'll be to me, but eventually you want to include the team, because the more people you got knowing what it is you're up to and what you're committed to, that's called social accountability. All of a sudden you've got this pressure. One of the social accountabilities is you have, right, is that your family. You know, you're accountable to your son, you know, because he knows that you're committed to something. And so therefore it's harder to, you know, fuck up because he knows about it. He knows what you're committed to. Yeah. You know, and same with your wife, because you're telling her, listen, this is what I'm up to do, you know. All of a sudden now you've got this positive accountability going on. Yeah. Negative accountability doesn't work, not the shame stuff, because you know, that's more of the problem. Yeah. You know, and we're going to create that in your company. Right now we're going to start with you. Okay. You've got some things going on in terms of like your physical health. You mentioned the smoking. You mentioned. Would you be okay? In other words, does it feel right if we right now start a whole conversation about the process of, not the pressure of, the process of restoring the lack of integrity with your health and vitality and energy, since also those things are totally tied into sales. You're open to that?
I'm open to that because that's,
yeah.
Because the last time I quit smoking, how I did it was with Romaine's hypnotism tapes. I would come home every day and do it. Yeah. And it lasted for 8 months.
Yeah.
So it was great.
Yeah.
I was crazy, but
yeah, I was gonna say like that. It's just doing that is not enough. So what we're rather than actually go in all that.
Just letting you know.
Yeah. What you have to do is you actually, it's the same thing, right? Okay. You know, we want to just kind of like get out of the trap, don't even play that game. We're just going to like, hey, let's move into, rather than go into, hey, let's put a strategy to harm reduction, break free of the cigarettes. Rather than do that, what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, let's just focus towards health. And let's let the focus on health, because if you don't, you have to replace habits. If you're not replacing one habit with another, you're just going to stuck with another. That's why, you know, over the 4 weeks, we're going to teach the staff how to focus on acknowledging, appreciating, and making each other right. Yeah. You start having that kind of focus in an organization, you find that gossip, blaming, complaining, all that other crappy shit that's going on right now that's killing the company. Negativity. It's killing the company because words cause everything, thoughts cause everything. So we're going to train them in something else, but we're not going to, you know, they're going to see how it benefits them. Not like for the sake of the company. That's why they're going to be into it. Yeah. They don't give a shit about the company.
What's in it for me?
Right, that's why this is a well-being. This is all about you. We're going to do whatever you guys want. And it's just going to turn out that corporate stuff gets altered too. Yeah, it's just like when I go in and do the programs with the kids, and all these kids come with all these different addictions, then we hear there's, 11 kids got off of drugs. Well, we never talked about drugs, and we never even asked them to get off drugs. You know, and all these things that happen, we never talked about them. We never told you. They just happened to work on it on their own. But if we said, hey, drugs are bad, we got to get you off drugs, guess what? They wouldn't have gotten off it. They have to feel like, that's why it's power of choice. They have to feel like it was their choice, that it wasn't the boss. Because, you know, I hate the boss, but they won't say they hate the boss, but they all hate the boss, just like we all hate our parents, right? It's normal.
Yes.